At the heart of early Christianity, we find ordinary men who, moved by extraordinary faith, changed the course of history. Peter, Paul, John, names that resonate not only as religious figures, but as living examples of commitment and mission. Today, on La Voz del Principio, the voice of the beginning, we will explore their lives and discover what we can learn from them in our spiritual journey. Simon Peter, a humble fisherman from Galilee, was called by Jesus to become a fisher of men. His life is a testimony of transformation. Let us remember that night when he denied Jesus 3 times, a moment of human weakness. But Peter did not stay there. After the resurrection, Jesus restored him and entrusted him with a mission: feed my sheep. Peter became the rock upon which the early church was built. His courage in preaching at Pentecost and his willingness to suffer for the gospel teach us that, despite our failures, God can use us powerfully if we are willing to get up and keep moving forward. Saul of Tarsus, a zealous Pharisee, breathed threats against the followers of Jesus. But on the road to Damascus, his life took a radical turn. An encounter with Christ transformed him into Paul, the apostle to the Gentiles. Paul dedicated his life to taking the gospel to places where it had never been heard before. His letters, filled with wisdom and passion, continue to guide us today. Paul teaches us that no matter how far we are from God, His grace is sufficient to transform us and use us in His work. His commitment to the mission, even in the face of imprisonment and persecution, challenges us to live with that same fervor and dedication. John, the beloved disciple, left us a unique legacy. He was an eyewitness to the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. In his writings, especially in his gospel and letters, John emphasizes the love of God. For God so loved the world, he reminds us. John not only spoke of love, but lived it. In his old age, his message was simple, yet profound. Let us love one another. John teaches us that love is the heart of the gospel, and that our mission must always be rooted in it. These men, along with the other apostles, were key instruments in the spread of the gospel in the first century. From Jerusalem to the ends of the Roman Empire, they carried the message of salvation with courage and conviction. In the face of persecution, opposition, and danger, they did not stop. Their commitment to the mission inspires us to ask ourselves, are we willing to take the gospel to our world, no matter the challenges? Peter, Paul, John, their lives speak to us of transformation, courage, and love. They remind us that the gospel is not just a message to believe, but a mission to live. Today, on La Voz del Principio, we invite you to reflect. What mark are you leaving? How are you contributing to the expansion of God's kingdom? May the example of the apostles inspire us to live with the same commitment and passion they had. Because, in the end, it's not about us. It's about the one who called and sent us. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the lives of the apostles. If this message has inspired you, don't forget to share it and subscribe to La Voz del Principio for more content that nourishes your faith. Until next time, and remember, your life can also be a testimony of commitment and mission.